So Friday, Raya and the Last Dragon, Disney's newest revival era film, dropped on Disney Plus with premiere access and also in theaters. So today I thought it was time for me to stop and review Raya and the Last Dragon. Hey everyone, SW Nation here, and welcome back to a brand new review here on the channel. I like to stop and take the time to review Raya and the Last Dragon. Please note that everything that I will say in this video is just my very own opinion, and you're free to comment down below your opinion on Raya and the Last Dragon. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Please don't forget to come back tomorrow where I am going to be ranking all 11 revival era Disney films ranked from the worst to the best. And without further ado, let's just get right into my review.
My name is Raya. Our lands have been at war for as long as we can remember. Our people never see eye to eye. Now, in order to restore peace, we must find the last dragon.
I was really anticipating this film, so without further ado, let's just get right into the good. And the good thing that comes to mind here is that the animation here is just so fluid and gorgeous to look at. I love the animation inside of this film. Like, this was the animation that I was looking forward to when I was going back to watch all the revival era Disney films. This was the animation that I was looking forward to. But if you actually think about it, all of the revival era Disney films have great animation that makes each film feel so connected, but also very distinct. Like, every Disney revival era film except for Tangled, they just keep upping up the animation. I only say except for Tangled because Tangled has probably better animation than this film, mainly because of the budget. The film's aesthetic is very Filipinish to me. I kind of got a vibe of Philippines, but also a mix of Moana with Polynesian. That's kind of the vibe that I got from this film. And I like that from the first trailers I saw, I expected an Avatar ninja style Disney film. And for the most part, I got that, and I was satisfied with that. The fight scenes are what really stand out to me because the fight scenes inside of this film are just so epic to look at. Like, they're not big scale action scenes, but I'm talking about the hand-to-hand combat stuff, the sword action, the weapons. I love everything going into the hand-to-hand combat because it, like I said, the animation makes it feel so fluid, and it felt like real people could actually do these acts in real life, and that's the best thing about it. Raya as a character is fine. The voice acting inside of this film is actually pretty good. I really did like the voice acting. She's a good protagonist and a great example of someone who has given up on humanity, mainly because the entire story kind of revolves around humanity and our human acts and stuff like that. Shinzu, the Last Dragon, is fun in some scenes, but in some scenes, it's kind of got a little bit annoying, not gonna lie. But it's in fewer scenes than you might think. Awkwafina was surprisingly great in the role, as she is a great example of someone who wants to always see the best in people. And that's kind of where Shinzu and Raya differ. Raya does not see the best in people. Basically, the entire story and the villain revolves around the betrayal of Raya and her tribe. We have the Heart Tribe, the Spine, the Talon, the Tail, and Fang. And I really did like the tribes because, like I said, it's like an Avatar-style adventure while also trying to collect different artifacts in there as well. And that's kind of where I found the plot and the story very interesting because I am a big fan of Avatar. And seeing these different tribes and then seeing how they're all greedy just for one thing, I just find that story and the concept was very interesting as well. And that's one of the reasons why I was very much anticipating this film. But there are a few mixed parts about it, so let's move right into the mix. And the mixed thing that comes to mind here is that I just didn't really like it as much as I thought I would. Now, obviously, the film is good, it's great to me, but I was expected to go into this feeling like this was going to be a top 5 Disney revival era film, which I probably just gave away my own ranking. But yeah, I don't feel as though this is a top 5 revival era Disney film. I just thought of it to be pretty okay. I liked it. I enjoyed parts of it. The film does have some pacing issues. Usually in these films, there is a nice little twist, like the villain reveal of Frozen and Turbo and Wreck-It Ralph, and also the villain in Big Hero 6 and the reveal for Moana. But this film's twist didn't really shock me as much as those film twists did. I saw it coming, and it was very predictable. And I don't even know if that was the twist that they were going for, or another thing was the twist. Then again, that should be a fault of the film because I didn't even realize that the twist happened, or that I already just predicted the twist. Even though the story is progressing, which I did like the fact that the story was progressing, it still kind of felt like it got to the dragon stuff a little bit too quickly. And like I said, even though the story is progressing, it seems like characters are just along for the ride. Like, some characters inside of this film, I like the clever idea with just like incorporating all the different characters from the different tribes to work with Raya and the Last Dragon, but in my opinion, it felt like these characters was just along for the ride. I didn't feel like they kind of had a big connection to the dragon or to Raya as much. I felt like they had great backstories, but to me, it felt like when they were with Raya, it didn't feel like these characters had a connection. It felt like they were just along for the ride. And also, the story wasn't as interesting after the 40 to 50 minute mark. And that's mainly because of the pacing. The story itself, I love the story. Like, the story was very good. These different tribes, they all want this certain power to keep their land safe. That's a great story to tell. But the pacing inside of this film, it just wasn't the best. In conclusion, this film was enjoyable. It had some very interesting plot points, very interesting story for the most part, and the combat scenes as well as the animation was exciting, awesome, and gorgeous to look at. I loved the animation, I loved the action sequences, everything dealing with those. I think that was just the fantastic part about the movie. Also, I do love the ending a little bit about how the tribes come together. That's not a spoiler, because I mean, you should know this is a Disney film. It's not going to end badly, even though Disney films can do that. It's not going to end badly. The tribes were obviously going to come together. So I like the fact that at the end, the tribes did come together. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was a little let down because this film I was very anticipating. Like, I wanted to see an Avatar ninja style Disney movie. I got that for the most part. But then for the other parts, I kind of felt a little bit let down. But I'm going to give Raya and the Last Dragon a B right there in the middle, and I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. And I say, if you ever wanted to see a mix between Avatar and ninjas, this is that film. Alright guys, that was it for the review. Please know that everything that I did say in this video is just my very own opinion, and you are free to comment down below. What did you think of the newest Disney revival era film, Raya and the Last Dragon? Also, please don't forget to come back tomorrow where I am going to be ranking all 11 Disney revival era films ranked from the worst to the best. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter that's going to pop up on your screen right now. And I will see you all next time. Peace.